Speaking of Munchie B and Bricc, they did a sit down recently, right? We all know they from rival hoods. Bricc from 60s and Munchie B from Inglewood family. Rivals. That's one of the most vicious rivalries in LA. And they was able to sit down on the podcast and discuss certain topics. And they're getting a lot of backlash for that from the members. Like, what the fuck? You sitting down with your op? Like, what type of shit you on? A lot of niggas is shutting that down, saying that they shouldn't be doing that because they hoods is still beefing. So just because they are seeing success and they may not be actively involved in it, they homies still are. And for that reason, they shouldn't be sitting at the table making it seem like it's cool to do that. Now, what's you guys' takes on niggas from rival hoods sitting down and doing content?
You're not in our culture, you're not allowed to grow. You're not allowed to learn from your mistakes. It don't matter how much work you put in. It don't matter how real you kept it. It's about what you're doing today. And a lot of these niggas act like that, but I'll be like, for me, it's different because I'll be like, keep it real for the most part. Now, I'm not going to just be sitting here, be friendly with my enemies, but they're in a space to where it's like them hopping on the track together, or people be wanting unity between black people, and then when they sit down and show you a little something, niggas is gonna fault you. So as you really can't win. But to go to the super hard, tough niggas that act like that shit don't happen, when niggas go to the county jail or niggas go to state prison, you be around your enemies. Now, you might not be around Damus like that. That's a different setting in the prison. But you might be right here working out right next to your enemies if you were a Crip from over there and the Damu was here. We didn't have bars right here. This is the Crip bars and the blood bars. And niggas ain't that mad to where they crashing their enemies every chance they see them. Niggas is living around these niggas and even having conversations with them. So people can get on here and probably give me flack for it. Like, oh, nah, when I'm in there, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But I just seen some of the hardest niggas be right there with their enemigos. So I don't know. I see it different, man.
Me, I think it's all because they're not talking about, different things in life per se. It's all gang talk majority of the time. If they wasn't on talking about gang politics, if they wasn't politicking, I think it'd be looked at in a different light.
That's a great point.
You feel me? It'd be a different light. If it wasn't just like, blood, cuz, dead homies, all the time, and it's majority all hood talk, Adam bringing them on there for that type of thing. Like, but if it was just on there like, hey, so what you think about the Super Bowl and what woo, it'd be a different light on it.
Nah, you're right, because it's hard, because a nigga is gonna look at a nigga crazy, like, why is you talking shit about the set or same business to the enemies?
Crips and blood politics, right there in front of each other, which is, if that's what y'all choose to do, that's what y'all choose to do. But the streets are always going to be, have bias towards him, bias towards their person, and just look at y'all like, hold on, why are these niggas talking about that shit together? And they the biggest enemies. First they was super beefing, and now they just always going to look at it. But I see the growth in those niggas. Like, you feel me? Because my mindset, a nigga travel the world, nigga see where the money is, how to elevate in life. Like, it's just different.
No, because they were talking about faux extras, and Munchie was basically like, oh, he be putting extras on the story. Some of that shit was a lie. And because Bricc is from neighborhood, they like, well, why you letting a Don Mood talk about a nigga from the set or a nigga from the card saying he lying? And whether it's true or not is irrelevant. If it's your homie, they're going to automatically look at you as being in the wrong, even if the story was true, simply because he's an op and you shouldn't let an op down talk your homie. That's why you made a great point about why you even talking about gang politics, because it's going to go bad either way. It don't matter whether you're right or wrong. Cutting out from the set, he got to keep the set out his mouth. That's how niggas going to feel. Automatic. Even if the story was true and we seen it on videotape. Like, nah, but that's still a homie though. Fuck, he a op. Why you letting him talk about the homie like that? So that is a great point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can't get on here and talk about, oh yeah, and especially when they from the, they run the neighbor, they in the neighborhood card together. So you talking about this person, that type, they're gonna get looked at weird for allowing them to say certain things or whatever. But it's content at the end of the day. That's what they own. That's what he owned. Bricc been there. Bricc is there to stay. So Bricc is taking everything, nigga. He swing all the punches. He taking everybody punch. Like, it is.
I don't even think Cud cared at this point. He looking at the checks clear, getting the chili. He like, oh, fuck it. Your niggas gonna talk regardless. I can do no right regardless, because somebody gonna feel like, You ain't representing the set right.
I mean, it's always gonna be something. Bricc like, nigga, it's gonna be something. So fuck it, nigga. Dead homies, sing so.
Okay, to the point you made, right?